Update time. So many people think that I am a Technic builder, and I can't say that I'm not. I use Technic for framing all of my stuff, but I do want to point out some stuff. One is, yes, this is all Technic because I'm in the part where I'm working on structure. And if you want something really strong, Technic's your answer. And I have these Technic, you can call them arms, you can think of it whatever way you want, that are suspended and holding this structure up. But I ran out of Technic elements to keep working, so I started to surface or skin. So after structure, I like to surface and skin in things to give you kind of a vision of what the completed work would look like. Surfacing, I like to use a lot of slopes to cover up studs. I've come in here, and let's get closer. So the Technic is getting covered up by brick belt slopes and plates, and making them a lot more smoothed and sculptural and shaped. In here is clip and bar stuff, which I would consider styling, even though they're structural and they're holding things together. So both surfacing and doing little kicks like that, coming in with the color. I want to try to use magenta against the medium azure. I think that that's a great bright color combination. Once again, clips and bars. And I'm also trying to use really unusual bar elements. These are vehicle pieces that would normally be used for vehicles, but I'm trying to use them in unusual ways. So if I come in here, for example, and this slipped out of place a bit, this is a bicycle component. I know it's hard to make out, but that is normally a bicycle frame. Coming in here, I've got the vintage air canisters from the back of a minifig from Classic Space. In here, coming in with some different colors of gold to stand out. I'm going to have to go hands-free, folks. Watch out. It's going to get a little shaky. So surfacing, covering up that Technic beam so it's smooth and has a very snot-like finish to it. Same here. Going down. Same here. Same here. I don't know if I'm going to leave that this bar in here. Just wanted to use a clip because I don't have a lot of 1x1 plates. And underneath, oh, that popped. Look at that. I didn't attach it fully. Can I do it one-handed? I can. Boop. But I wanted to give it a more skeletal mechanical look, that there's a surface, but I didn't want to completely cover up all the great Technic mechanics that were going on. That's a motor scooter, Friend's motor scooter body frame, kind of held in, and trying to throw in crazy neat part usage in there. Elbow joint. This time, instead of bringing the magenta on the inside, I brought it to the outside for this panel. And shock absorber is just for looks. Coming around. Everybody knows I like the feathered wings as accents. Kicking that. This is a vintage electronic part. Really cool. It's got different little button effects. But yeah, I don't have enough of these. I bought two. I think they're really cool look, especially the translucent pieces here on the bottom. I just like to work in vintage pieces whenever I can. They have a really awesome look. And coming down to the next really cool part, I have a frame from an Arctic track vehicle that I've used. And I think this makes a really cool look to an articulated arm. So I'm trying to mix in a smooth finished and polished look with bars and clip elements for additional structural minor detail. They're completely cosmetic, but it sells the story a little bit. With a series of smooth tiled panels. And then this framing element is upside down. I think it's part of a ski lift, or used as a ski lift in a friend's ski resort set. Here, I haven't done anything really yet, but at least made it roughly through the first third. And that just gives you an idea of how the final look will be when I come through and start to build and cover up and smooth out and style all of the exposed studs and Technic elements for the final result, which will be very much clean, futuristic, and have a lot of that clear clip and bar method stuff that I love so much. That kind of makes it a signature piece for me. Oh yeah, there's a robot torso sort of thrown in there. Actually, I don't know if that's a golden skeleton or what that's got going on, but just using bars, clips, stud things to kind of hold and float all of these panels, so it gives a fragmented look to the outside edge, but still allows people to see the original framing and geometry that I think is really beautiful. Just smoothing it out though, almost making it seem like it's impossible to put together. At least tricking people into thinking that it might be brick built, when it's in fact just Technic elements underneath. So that's kind of my personal style. It's structure, which I'm focused on, and if I hadn't run out of elements, I would have been doing that. Next, surfacing or skinning things to shape them. Next, styling them, styling with greebles, which is for me a lot of clip and bar elements, as well as the highlight colors and pop. And the last piece would be stickers. These are already on there. Looks like one fell off there. Don't know if I'll keep them, but stickers are always going to be something I think about. Okay, so 4 S's: structure, surface, styling, stickers. And you're only seeing really the first part of my build, which is really all about the structure. Not that it's not cool, it really does look cool, but if you come into just this one section and zoom in, you can kind of get a vision of how the final build will hopefully be presented, and I only hope it's a beautiful look. Cool? Alright, that's my update for today. Always good, glad to have you along for the journey. Play well.